Welcome back, YouTubers. Logan Trimble coming at you again with another review for the LEGO X-Men XJet. Set to come out on January 1st, 2024. However, I found this at my local Walmart. And being busy with getting everything ready for Christmas, I haven't had time to build it till now. So I'm going to review this compared to the other XJet, but not the minifigures from that previous set. So, as you can see, we have the whole lineup of the X-Men right here. So we'll start out with them first. Let's go ahead and put these aside. Let's start with Magneto. Okay, so a little close up here. As you can see, this Magneto is based on like the late 80s version where he helped take over the Xavier Institute after Professor Xavier was assumed dead. And yeah, this set is based on X-Men 97, so expect this look to show up when that show starts in early 2024. Yeah, it's not coming out in January. There's no exact release date yet. But yeah, this version is actually surprisingly good for what it is. So yeah, here's how it looks from a 360-degree view. All right, going to take out the hairpiece. Show that he does have a dual-sided face. And lift up the cape, you can see that, yeah, he's got back printing, which isn't all too special since he's not wearing armor or anything. So yeah, this is my least favorite version of Magneto. I mean, I love it when he wears the helmet. It's all him. It really is. So, put them aside. Next, we're going to take a look at Rogue. And just to clarify, this is my figure I bought. I did in a previous review, and it is an exact copy. So I had the official Rogue minifigure, and while I did swear I wasn't going to buy this set, I went against my vow because I'm a huge X-Men fan, decided to buy it. So yeah, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, say, yeah, I'm proving you guys wrong. Because yeah, this version of Rogue is legit, front and back. So yeah, we're going to take off the hair pieces and show that, yep, it's an exact copy, front and back. That. So yeah, she's a great addition to the team and definitely one of the draws of this set, especially for those of you who weren't able to buy her prior to the set's release. But yeah, I am happy to say that the figure I had back in November was a genuine article. Moving aside. And next we're going to take a look at Cyclops. And yeah, he's definitely one of the draws of the set, too, for fans of this character. Because we haven't gotten a Cyclops minifigure based on the Marvel Comics superhero, not the monster, since 2014's X-Men vs. the Sentinel. And in that set, he didn't have a dual-sided face. So yeah, here's how it looks from the front. There's no side printing. Here's how it looks from the back. And yes, like I said before, he has a dual-sided face, a more serious look here. Now, here's the thing. I'm not a huge Cyclops fan, but I gotta say that, yeah, they definitely did do a good job with this character. Looks just like the 90s version, but I only wish for this figure they actually gave him dual-molded legs, like these. Whoops. Because, yeah, this is a perfect match color-wise. See, I'm going to put it on for you like this, show you what it's like. And I mean, wow. That is just perfect. I guess if they made this type of leg piece for him to have for the set, it would have increased the price for consumers to buy it. But if you have this piece and want to use it for your minifigure, I suggest doing it. It makes it look more comic book accurate. So we're going to go ahead and set him aside like that. Okay, and last but not least, Wolverine. Now, while Wolverine is my favorite superhero of all time, I am definitely going to nitpick this minifigure. And we're going to compare him to the CMF series version of the character. Okay, yeah, from the front, the torso looks like an exact printing, and it is, pretty much is, as does it look like this way from the back. But, oh my god, it just pales in comparison to the CMF version of Wolverine. I knew they had this character perfectly nailed back when they released Marvel Studios Series 2 a few months back. Because, yeah, this version of Wolverine here, he has no dual molded legs, no side printing of any kind. We go ahead and move them out like this. Yeah, there's no side printing on the legs or the arm. I mean, they have it perfect right here with this version of Wolverine. However, it's the exact same color of yellow. It's nice to have nice Wolverine masks as a standby in case anything happens, but if there is anything different, it's the faces. So here he's more smiling than he is gritting his teeth. And on the back, you can see that, yep, they definitely have different unmasked looks. In case you're wondering, no, the XJet version of Wolverine does not come with a hairpiece. You have only his mask to work with. But for those of you who don't know what it looks like, I'll put the hairpiece on for the CMF version on this set's version, and it looks all right. It really does. But it's really nothing all too special. And honestly, as much as I am a huge fan of Wolverine, and I know he's supposed to travel for X-Men, and that they want to have him in as many sets to make them more marketable, it's just, oh my god, Lego, Marvel, you nailed it with the CMF version right here on the right. Dual molded legs, side printing. And even the front with the lawn underwear looks so much better than what we got here. There's no comparison. The old wins here. I mean, in my opinion, as a huge Wolverine fan and Marvel fan in general, this CMF version is the perfect Wolverine minifigure ever made. There was no reason to really remake it. They're not going to top it unless they go with a civilian street clothes version of Wolverine. But for those of you who don't have a Wolverine minifigure, I'm sure you're going to like this minifigure as it comes in this set. But yeah, I'm nitpicking it too much. No comparison. The old wins. Even with the mask piece off, the old version is better on both sides of the headpiece. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and set them off the side, like this. Okay, so now here is the XJet. So yeah, here's how it looks from the front. Both sides open. If I can just get a good grip on them. There we go. Okay, so yeah, inside we got the cockpit with two stickers on both sides serving as the controls for the jet. And I gotta say, the cockpit is not bad. And at the back, you can see we have a place to set two more minifigures here, as well as another screen right there. Shows how the jet's doing. And yeah, on this side, sorry, I can't really get a good angle for it. But yeah, we have like the control panel showing that Magneto is outside. And honestly, I don't know what's going to happen with Magneto in X-Men 97, but it could be that, yeah, he's joining the team. Since it is picking off where the last episode, Graduation Day, left. So yeah, these features, the seat for minifigures, it's not bad, but we're going to do a comparison later, so we'll get to that. And yeah, you got to take this off and pull this piece out to get these storage units out, which contain ammunition for these little type of missiles down here. And yeah, it does have the spring-loaded missiles right here on the bottom of the wings, but I took them out for the sake of this review. I don't need them flying everywhere, knocking down pieces for me to review for you. And honestly, they're not bad. Okay, here's how it looks from the back. And what I really don't get is that they have you put the X-Men logo stickers on the side for the wings, the top wings here and here. Whereas these X-Men logos are on the side each, here and here. So yeah, it's basically symmetrical. Here's what it looks like from the bottom. You have these type of gray areas here to serve as a little landing gear for the jet. Now, am I a fan of it? Not really, but it works for play. And honestly, the other XJet wasn't that different either. So, and speaking of which, here's the X-Men jet from 2014. And here's the thing. I really think they got the interior better with this set. Because, as you can see, there's a little entryway here. It takes you to the back of the jet. As I'm sure many of you who either own the set or have seen reviews of it know. And yeah, this storage unit is also easier to remove because it's on two jumper plates down there. And I gotta say, it's more creative when it comes to the storage jet. It's a storage unit, sorry. So, which X-Men jet really is superior? Well, that's hard to say. I mean, they're both pretty comic accurate. Especially since the 90s X-Men cartoon was meant to be comic accurate and a love letter to the comic books at the time. So yeah, it definitely looks like the animated series for this one. This one meant to look more like the 80s comics since the characters wearing their 80s costumes. You know, it came with Cyclops, Wolverine, Storm, and Magneto, and they were wearing their 80s style costumes. But I do not miss the days of flick missiles. I never was a huge fan of them. And yeah, this one comes with spring-loaded shooters too. That really work their way up there very well to look like it's defending itself. You know, you have your pilot and your gunner for the cockpit area here. Just as you do for the X-Men 97 jet here. I honestly can't decide which one's better, but I'm more of a fan of this one when it comes to the interior. But this one on the exterior, it looks more comic accurate. I mean, as an X-Men fan, I'm impressed with all the X-Men sets they've done. However, is this X-Men 97 jet in its entirety worth the full price of $85? I would say no. I mean, the XJet from 2014 here, this was like $50, and that was more reasonable back in the day. I know the economy was different and all, and I'm not a financial expert, but this one was the more reasonable price back in the day. However, the figures for the X-Men sets do not disappoint, but this version of Wolverine, like I said, it pales in comparison. It is inferior to the Marvel CMF series. I kid you not. And no one would argue the point with me. And in case you remember, no, your Cyclops minifigure does not come with the dual molded legs, but I really think could have made the figure better if they did. Yeah, honestly, that's a huge... What's what we're looking for? They weren't taking advantage of it. That's a huge moment of not taking advantage of it, and it could have worked. I mean, it does work. it looks more like the Jim Lee version of Cyclops from the 90s and the 90s cartoon. So yeah. But yeah, this set was more closer to the 90s X-Men cartoon, which was my childhood. And this one is a love letter to the 80s version. But I just wish they kept the interior model like they did here. But I get it. With these new pieces that hinge upward, they're basically Technic pieces. Well, not really Technic pieces, but they move that way. There's no way to get many figures through there. Even this little hole's right there. But yeah, I mean, overall, no Lego X-Men set is disappointed completely. However, this one has the most disappointing version of Wolverine, no doubt. But it's nice we finally got another Cyclops minifigure, even though he's not one of my favorites. And with Rogue, it's like, what the hell took you so long? She's a fan favorite. Like, Magneto has had 4 minifigures, and we never got a Rogue. I knew we were going to get a lot of Wolverine minifigures, because he's very popular, and he is my favorite superhero, but I want more of Marvel's Merry Mutants when it comes to their sets. The next set needs to have Gambit and Jean Grey. And we need an official Professor X minifigure, because LEGO fans have had to make their own minifigure who's bald and in a wheelchair or in a hover chair. But honestly, though, you're not really going to be able to play with the XJets by moving your minifigures through here. So it's a sacrifice I get they had to be made when it came to making the X-Men 97 jet. But yeah, if you want to wait for the X-Men 97 set to go on sale, I totally get that. It's not... The $85 price tag, it's ridiculous. It really is. But yeah, if you're a huge X-Men fan like me, you're probably going to buy it anyway. I'm sure Marvel's banking on that, but here's the thing, though. This product is better than recent Marvel content that we've gotten on, Disney Plus or with the MCU recently. So honestly, I'm happy that we have this. But yeah, my next LEGO room tour, I will reveal which of these 2 XJets are going to stay as part of the surface world. So yeah, I guess that's all I can say for now. I'm happy with this set, but I'm not a fan of the $85 price tag, and I'm sure you won't be either. This is Logan Trimble signing off.